Hey guys, it's Overdose, and today we're reviewing My Hero Academia Chapter 306, Spoilers. Before we get into the video, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, so that way you never miss a video from me, and I can keep making more videos. Okay guys, so before we get into Chapter 306, let's go over Chapter 305. So in the last chapter, Deku basically talked to all the past users of One For All in the Vestige world. He talked to them about killing Shigaraki, and Deku did not want to kill him. He wanted to save Shigaraki because on the inside, he felt that Shigaraki was a child, a crying child that needs help and wants to be saved. But that was all good because in actuality, the past users were actually just testing Deku. They were testing his resolve. They were seeing what type of person Deku truly is. And you know, we all know what type of person he is. He would never kill somebody. He always wants to save and he always wants to help. And you know, that's what makes Deku such... Okay guys, so let's get into chapter 306. The title of this week's chapter is The Beginning of the End. The chapter starts with All Might's internal monologue saying that although he didn't hear Deku's words, he can feel it. The conversation with the predecessors, One For All's truth, and the conflict of his teacher Nana. Even though All Might isn't in the Vestige world, he still feels what's going on while Deku is asleep. All Might knows exactly what Nana Shimura is saying and what the other users are saying also. And I'm pretty sure he's going to know about Deku's resolve and what type of person Deku really is. And basically how Deku does not want to kill Shigaraki, but save him. When he went outside Deku's room, we could see Best Jeanist and Hawks were waiting for him, and then Hawks asked him about One For All. Endeavor had told Hawks that Shigaraki and All For One were aiming for Deku. All Might decided to tell Hawks and Best Jeanist everything. This is really interesting because One For All is finally becoming more well known within the story. This correlates with the chapter name, The Beginning of the End, because it's really feeling like the end game. The next scene, we can see a press conference of Endeavor, Hawks, and Best Jeanist. Endeavor admitted that what Dabi said was true, and he bowed to apologize. Those who watched them on television showed their disappointment. The press then asked about Best Jeanist's death. Hawks explained that it's a plan that they made to be able to infiltrate the League of Villains. He admitted that what Dabi said about his villain dad and the fact that he killed a villain was the truth. Hawks apologized for those. So with this, Endeavor is really turning over a new leaf. I feel as if he is determined to change the perception about himself, but also really fix his mistakes. The press conference is showing how twisted the Hero Association can be. With Dabi being the #1 hero's son, Best Jeanist faking his death to the public, and on top of that, Hawks being the son of a villain and killing a villain. I don't think Hawks apologizing for his dad makes sense though, because it's not like he can choose his family. So it makes no sense for him to apologize. That's just kind of crazy. One of the reporters told Endeavor that her mother was heavily injured due to Giganomachi's stampede. She couldn't accept that they only bowed and apologized calmly because these things happened because of Endeavor's past mistakes. Endeavor asked her if he sobbed and apologized, will that do it for her? She was mad while screaming that the hero should make it up by handling all the villains, but then she calmed down and Endeavor continued with, as you said, that's the only way Endeavor could atone. I don't see how that would be Endeavor's mistake though. More of All Might's mistake for not ending Giganomachia years ago. But Endeavor is showing humility. He's showing that he really will do whatever it takes to fix things, even if it's not necessarily his mistakes. Endeavor literally has some of the best character development in the series. He's really growing as a person, he's really growing as a character. Best Jeanist continued to explain that with the numbers of heroes decreasing greatly, they need to make their jurisdiction small. So the government has decided everyone will evacuate to huge establishments with security systems. UA is one of them. All the students' family have already evacuated to UA, and we can see Mitsuki and Inko in a panel. Okay, so this is great because we now know that Inko is alive. That's a relief because everybody thought that she might have died during the war, and we literally have no clue what her death would do to Deku. He would literally turn into a monster. The press objected and showed their complaints because who would want to evacuate with no certainty of the future? Endeavor did explain that it's for the sake of the future. He said everyone should just put all their blame and insecurity towards Endeavor and don't blame other people who put their lives on the line from now on. And he's talking about the remaining heroes. And that's really crazy. I'm really surprised that Endeavor is really willing and shouldering 100% of the blame. And with everything that's going on, the public doesn't trust the heroes at all. And that's going to make it way harder for the heroes to actually do their jobs. In the next panel, we saw a narration saying that the heroes were greatly filtered by the criteria of the expectations of the people. Then no one could become a hero. But there are people, heroes, who still got back up. And then we see panels of Wash, Mirko, Mount Lady, Aizawa, Rocklock, and there's one more, but it was blurry. And we also see Dabi saying, so apparently, we didn't bully them enough. This shows a lot of the pro heroes are still okay, because a lot of the pros we thought might have died during the battle are still alive. And I wonder what Dabi's gonna do next. He's already revealed his secret to the public, so, what else could he do to even bully his family around more, The press then asked Endeavor about One For All, but Endeavor said he doesn't know about it to protect Deku and All Might. The next panel was all the Class 1A students in the UA dorms shown to have received a letter from Deku. We see a glimpse of Uraraka's letter. And I love this because Endeavor is not a snitch. He wasn't saying nothing. Did not open his lips. So Uraraka's letter says, thanks for everything. Until now, I want to share my secret with everyone in Class 1A. I believe this is something I should tell, so I write this letter. My power is a special power I received from All Might, and Shigaraki and All For One were coming after me. That's why I can't. So right now I'm a little confused. Did Deku write a little something extra to Uraraka? And wow, everyone in Class 1A aside from Bakugo knows about One For All now, which Bakugo already knew for a while now, but it's kind of crazy that the whole class knows and some of the pro heroes know. Narration beside Uraraka's panel saying that if what it takes to be called a hero is someone who should not be wary when walking through difficult roads, then when they're in pain, who will? And Uraraka said, so stupid. And there's no subject, so she might be saying it towards Deku and herself and the situation, or kind of vice versa. The next panel, we see that there's a time skip, and it is to April, and the narration said that Deku has left the school. He's left UA, and on the last panel, Deku said big villain. So April would be about a month ahead of everything that just happened. I wonder if this story is going to end and then we'll get a major time skip just like Naruto to Naruto Shippuden. I can't believe Deku left. I wonder if he's still in contact with All Might. Is he still in contact with the school? Those are some questions that I guess will get answered in the next chapter. And what does he mean by big villain? I guess we'll be getting some epic action scenes in chapter 307. I wonder if Deku is actually in the US. That would be really, really cool since the US is actually sending heroes to Japan. We'll probably also see a new quirk from Deku in the next chapter. I wonder what the new quirk's going to be. So you guys can like, comment, subscribe. Comment what you think is going to happen in chapter 307. And let me know if you guys like the video. So just, again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back with another video ASAP. Peace out, guys.